In a world overflowing with open-world sandboxes, sometimes the most memorable journeys are those that guide us with a firm hand, focusing our attention on story, atmosphere, and unforgettable moments. Today, we're diving deep into the best linear games, those crafted experiences where every step is meticulously designed to thrill, move, and challenge you. Let's jump in. Kicking things off, we've got MechWarrior 5 Clans. This one's for fans of stompy robot warfare and tactical strategy. You play as a Smoke Jaguar pilot during the infamous clan invasion, navigating a story-rich campaign with heavy, deliberate mech combat and solid squad mechanics. The customization is deep enough to feel meaningful, even if some options feel a little limited. While the AI isn't flawless, it remains the most immersive MechWarrior experience we've encountered in years, regardless of whether you're flying solo or collaborating in co-op. Switching gears completely, COCOON is a surreal, puzzle-packed adventure that plays with nested worlds in a way that's hard to describe and even harder to forget. You literally carry entire worlds as orbs, which you can dive into and manipulate to solve puzzles. The story is abstract, but the game's pacing, clever design, and absolutely stunning presentation make it feel like a playable piece of art. If you love games that make your brain work in unexpected ways, this one's for you. Next up, let's talk about something a bit more tense. A Quiet Place: The Road Ahead. This game leans heavily into its namesake, with stealth-based survival mechanics and even microphone integration that listens to your real-world noise. It's a cool concept that delivers real tension, especially early on. That said, the gameplay loop can start to feel repetitive, and the story doesn't quite reach the emotional depth of the films. But if you're a fan of the franchise or looking for a fresh take on horror, it's definitely worth a try. From horror to something more laid back, the Gunk offers a surprisingly chill action-adventure experience. You explore a vibrant alien world slowly being overtaken by pollution, and it's your job to clean it up with your trusty power glove. The gameplay is simple and occasionally repetitive, but the atmosphere, music, and story about friendship and environmental healing give it heart. It's short and sweet, great for when you want something cozy but still engaging. Now, if we're talking about linear games done right, we have to mention Uncharted 4. This is the gold standard of cinematic storytelling in games. Nathan Drake's final chapter is packed with breathtaking set pieces, refined mechanics, and emotional weight. What makes it stand out is how tightly controlled the experience is. The developers guide your every step, and because of that, the story hits harder. From the jaw-dropping Madagascar chase to the quiet, introspective moments, this is action-adventure at its peak. If you're craving something a little more pulpy, Evil West brings old-school brawling into a gothic, monster-filled Wild West. With a lightning-powered gauntlet and explosive combat, it's a game that doesn't hold back. Sure, the level design can feel formulaic and the narrative's not going to win any awards, but if you're in it for the monsters, melee, and mayhem, especially with a friend in co-op, this is a satisfying, over-the-top romp. Jumping to a bit of a controversial one, The Order 1886. It's one of the best-looking games of its generation, hands down. The neo-Victorian setting, the weapons, the lore, it all feels rich and immersive. But the game plays more like a movie, with minimal interactivity and a very short runtime. It's a fascinating world that deserved more room to breathe. As a linear experience, it's stunning, but leaves you wishing there was more to explore. Speaking of cinematic games, Ryse, Son of Rome goes all in on spectacle. You play as Marius, a Roman soldier on a quest for vengeance, slashing through beautifully rendered battlefields. The combat is flashy, but doesn't evolve much, which makes it feel repetitive over time. Still, if you want a visually jaw-dropping action game with a historical twist, even if it's more popcorn flick than deep drama, Ryse delivers. Let's slow things down a bit and get cerebral with the Talos Principle 2. This is a game that challenges your brain and your worldview. You play as a robot navigating philosophical dilemmas, complex puzzles, and big questions about existence, identity, and humanity. It's beautifully designed, with each puzzle offering that satisfying aha moment, and its story lingers with you long after. One of the smartest linear puzzle games out there. Now for something darker, Bramble. The Mountain King is like stepping into a twisted storybook. Inspired by Nordic folklore, you guide a young boy through a terrifying yet oddly beautiful world. The gameplay is fairly straightforward, but the real star is the atmosphere. The creatures are grotesque, the environment's haunting, and the music chills you to the bone. It's a short, disturbing fairy tale that sticks with you. Up next, we've got Sifu, a martial arts brawler that's as stylish as it is punishing. Every fight feels like a scene from a kung fu movie, thanks to tight controls and environmental combat. But what sets Sifu apart is its aging mechanic. You get older and stronger, but also weaker, every time you die. It's a relentless test of skill and focus, and mastering it feels incredible. If you want challenge and cinematic flair, Sifu is unmatched. Let's bring it back to narrative with Detroit. Become Human. This is an interactive drama where your choices matter. A lot. You follow 3 androids navigating a future where AI is on the brink of rebellion. The performances are excellent, and the branching paths encourage multiple playthroughs. The controls can be a little clunky, but the emotional payoff and ethical dilemmas make up for it. If you're into storytelling and consequence, this one hits hard. Then there's Black Myth, Wukong, a stunning action RPG inspired by Journey to the West. It's still early days, but from what we've seen, the boss fights, transformations, and spell-based combat look incredible. The world design is linear but packed with visual flair, even if the story feels a bit thin so far. If they stick the landing, this could be something really special. And now, for something totally different, Spilled is a tiny, heartwarming indie game about cleaning up ocean waste. You pilot a little boat, rescue animals, and recycle trash, all to relaxing music and charming pixel art. It's only about an hour long, but it's low stress, high reward, and leaves you feeling good. Sometimes simple is exactly what you need. Finally, we come to Silent Hill 2, Reborn. The remake modernizes a psychological horror classic with over-the-shoulder controls, modern visuals, and improved combat. James's journey through grief and guilt is still one of the most haunting in gaming, and the updated presentation makes it more terrifying than ever. Pacing can feel slow at times, but in Silent Hill, that's part of the dread. So there you have it, proof that you don't need an open world to create an unforgettable experience. These linear games may guide you from point A to B, but what happens along the way is anything but predictable. Whether you're in it for the story, the style, or the challenge, these titles show that sometimes a straight path is the one that sticks with us the longest.